Before the walls go up, before the dreams take shape, there's the foundation. It's where strength comes from, where every inch matters, where hard work begins before the sun even rises. It's not just pouring concrete, it's building trust. We treat every foundation as if it were our own. Because when you start solid, you build for generations. Vineyard Concrete Construction.
In the Texas Hill Country, no two properties or people are alike.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. And you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg. Local experts.
Trusted results.
Back them up to the 35.
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Born pride.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We just had the Harper Longhorns run out with the American flag, the Harper flag, and the Texas flag. It's a beautiful sight tonight here in Harper, Texas. Looks like D'hanis is ready to send out their captains. Let's see who they are today. We have number 11, Cannon Zachary. We have number 4, Josiah Rodriguez. And we have number 1, Joe Ruiz. Look like they're captains for the D'hanis Cowboys. Here for the Harper Longhorns, it looks like we have Braden Lake, William Spaeth, number 22, Braden Lake, 21, Jalen Wilson, number 6, and Justin Wilkie, number 12. Oh man, this is getting exciting. So I talked to both coaches here just a little bit ago, and it's a pretty emotional game. They had a longtime coach out there for D'hanis. He lost his life last year, and he was there with a bunch of their other coaches for over 20 years. So a lot of emotions in this game, so I'm sure this captain's handshake means quite a bit. All right, we're going to see what the visitors call here. Look at this. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining. We're at a pilot season here at Longhorn.Live, and we have 3 cameras covering this. It's absolutely incredible. Not everybody gets this, and this is absolutely insane. All right, just kind of setting it up. Last year, D'hanis they were 4-6 in district. They were 3-3. And they actually lost to the Longhorns in that season opener last year, 45-0. The Harper Longhorns had an overall record of 3-7. They were 0-5 in district. A couple of tough, close losses, and they did come out on top on that game just last year versus these guys. Like I said, there's a lot of emotions going into this game. A lot of young kids over on the D'hanis squad. They have 22 players, and 12 of them are freshmen. A big, strong freshman class, including their starting quarterback, Evan Kraft. Was out there at pregame. He looked pretty good. He looked pretty good out there. So, pretty exciting to see a freshman out there playing some varsity football alongside 10 or so other of his classmates is pretty special. It looks like a pretty bright future here for D'hanis. So, all right, we're going to shake. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. About to stand up and do the national anthem. rise, remove your caps with us, even if you're at home.
First, we live in Texas, and then we live in the best part of Texas. And we're kind of a keep it simple bank, quite frankly. It's just do the little things, do what's right, you know, care about your people, care about your customers. Try to go above and beyond, and it's not big, grandiose things, it's little things. And we think it's important to know what's going on in the community and being part of it and giving back. That's what a community banker does.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Vineyard Concrete Construction, Real Estate Advisory Team, Joseph Financial Partners, and by Security State Bank and Trust.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Harper is kicking off, and D'hanis is set to receive. And it is football time in Harper, Texas. I hope you can feel the excitement. This is going to be an exciting game. So everybody get your popcorn, get your Cokes. It's about time to kick off this game. All right, we have a pretty full crowd out here for parents tonight here in Harper here. Homestand looks great, band looks great here over here in green, and D'hanis is rocking their purple over on the other side. They look real good. All right, back deep for D'hanis we have Cannon Zachary. We have Josiah Rodriguez. And number 28, Aiden Enriquez, back to receive.
Number 6, Jalen Wilson to kick off.
Jalen Wilson's set to kick off. Getting it set. Not too much wind. A little bit east to west wind. I watched him kick in practice. He looked pretty good on most of them, anyways. Five by five, the kicks off. Right about to the 30-yard line. Ethan Mutz, who is a freshman lineman, caught that ball, junior lineman, caught that ball and returned it about 15 yards. Here we go. Let's run through the starters on your Harper Longhorn defense. There on the line, we have number 62, Blaine Craig. Nose tackle, we got Josh Dean, number 51. We have number 55, Jacob Gilbert, outside linebacker. We have Chase Hawkins. We have on the other side, number 0, Jace Helfrich, Brandon Lake, and Taven Pickens on the inside. And then round out your DBs on the outside, you have Jalen Wilson, Justin Wilkie, William Spaeth, and Tate Garrett. The Cowboys have looks like they have two double twins and a play action pass. Out here, number 5, Case Brandon, looks like for about a gain of 6 yards. Freshman quarterback, first pass of his career. Varsity football is complete for 6 yards. Pretty incredible. That was a tackle by Tate Garrett. All right, they're running plays in from the sideline here. All right, we have twins out to the right. We have a fullback. And that freshman quarterback's ready to go. We got fullback dive up the middle. Gain just short. We got about 3rd and 1 here. Big play early here. Tackle made by Brandon Lake.
Zachary on the carry.
And Zachary's on the carry.
William Spaeth and Josh Dean on the stop with the Longhorns. 9-yard gain, that's good for a Cowboy first down.
Oh, looks like they gave him the first down here. Just enough. All right, 1st and 10. plus 44-yard line. Looks like we have a 2-by-1 with that fullback on the left side of Kraft there. Press coverage down here, a little stack. Once again, tackle made by Brandon Lake. Zachary for maybe 1 yard. Josh Dean hobbling off a little bit. He was replaced by Josh Fogel. Looks good. We got 3 guys stacked out here, Tripp stacked out here behind the big K's Brandon. Zachary on the carry for just a couple. Big pile up there. Great job by those inside linebackers. We got about third and 8 here. Let's see how this revamped Harper defense holds versus young D'hanis team. 3rd and long here. Open up the playbook a little bit, see what they got going on. We got twins on the side closest to us, and then a single receiver up top. Oh, it is play action pass. Very good. Pass broken up by William Spaeth. That was intended for Joe Ruiz. It'll be 4th and 8. It's a great stop by the Harper Longhorns. Look at this. Jacob Gilbert got in there. He's only a sophomore. Here off that left side, he really put pressure on that freshman QB and got him. That was a great replay. I believe that was the first replay of the year, ladies and gentlemen. So Connor's over there on replay. He did a great job. Great job, Connor. We have a fake, and the pass is incomplete. And there does not look like there is any flag on there. It looks like a 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns. Here we go. All right. All right, let's go over. All right, real quick, Harper Longhorns offense. We have William Spaeth, Jalen Wilson, Tate Garrett at the receivers with Justin Wilkie as that fullback and Jace Helfrich at the tailback. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Number 21, Brayden Lake at quarterback.
It's a quarterback keeper off the right side. Quite a few. Wow, good run. First down, great run. Gain of 11 yards, Brayden Lake. That's a way to start off the season. That's a way to start off the season right there. Brayden, not a way to get your team hyped. Great job. Yeah, number 28, Egan Rodriguez. He's out there. He's been flying around this field. He made the tackle on Brayden. Here we go. 1st down. We have twins closest to us and a single out wide. Motion in. It's a fumble. D'hanis recovered. Jalen Wilson.
Recovered by Waylon B.
All right, fumble on the exchange between Brayden and Jalen, and D'hanis recovered it. It's a great recovery, great awareness by D'hanis here. They're trying to go a little bit hurry up offense. 1st and 10 for D'hanis.
Cowboys at the Harper 47.
All right, closest to us. They got a stack here on the outside. A lot of times we can jam them up on that front guy and let that second guy release. So Wilkie's got to be ready for that second guy release. Run up the gut. Oh wow, that was a great hit. William Spaeth filled that gap. Wow, beautiful. Great job, William. He hammered him good. Joe Ruiz ran that. He's a bigger kid. William took him on. All right, gain of 2. We're about maybe gain of 3 here. About 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7. Same thing. They're going twins on each side. 4 wide out, empty, with a wing on the left side here. Let's see what this freshman quarterback can do. Oh, a lot of movement, a lot of movement, a lot of movement. Where's the flag? There's the flag. All right. So we've got a flag on the play. Really, that'll push them back. Anyway, let's finish introducing this this D'hanis offense here. At tackle, we have Alan Pollock. Guard, we have Brody Bruce. Center is DJ Martinez. He's a freshman. Ethan Mutz, who received that kickoff, he's the right guard. We have another junior out there at tackle, Brennan Bermea. And those receivers are Case Brandon, number 5, Josiah Rodriguez, number 4, and Waylon Bean, number 3. And he is a freshman as well. That wing that you see, that fullback, he's number 1. That's Joe Ruiz. It's a pretty stout kid. And then you got that senior running back. All right, we have quads out here to the right. They're doing a sort of a stack. Let's see how Harper handles this. All right, here we go. We got a swing pass. Ooh. Tackle that popped a helmet. Pass complete to Case and Zachary. William Spaeth and Braden Lake on the tackle. Popped his helmet off. We have a 3rd and 4. About the same position we were last time. About that 42. Watch this replay. This is absolutely incredible. Two-way football, this is what we get. Wow, what a hit by Braden Lake. All right, he had to leave, so we have 18 coming in. And that is Conley Patton. He's a freshman. Head coach for D'hanis called a timeout. I think they want to get that senior back in. We'll be right back from a word from our from Joseph Financial Partners.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
All right, like I said, we're here right about the plus 41 for D'hanis. We got about a 3rd and 4. Everybody's back in action. Casey Zachary got his helmet back on. Cannon, excuse me. We'll see what the Harper Longhorn defense can do here. All right, we have twins on each side. We got a stack up there that's up. Okay, we're empty. We have triple stacks up at the top. A lot of movement. And then some twins down here. Yeah, Ken and Zachary in motion. Pass from the young quarterback. Wide open. Josiah Rodriguez for the touchdown up the seam. There are no flags on the play. D'hanis touchdown is good. 6-0 D'hanis. A little bit of a breakdown, but a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts on that. We had trips out there. We had motion. A lot of moving parts. All right, they are going for 2 here. We have let's go twins out to the left and a wing out to the right. Motions comes in. Looks like a quarterback keeper. Ooh. Run pass option. It looks like that conversion is good. Case Brandon on the catch from that freshman quarterback, Evan Kraft. All right, 8-0 here with 7:16 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
DR Welding and Construction is proud to serve the Texas Hill Country as your premier choice for metal building construction. We use high-quality American-made materials and take pride in precise, detailed workmanship on every project. From carports and horse barns to barns with living quarters, equipment sheds, and airplane hangars, we build it to last. Call DR Welding and Construction today and let's get started on your build.
All right, welcome back. D'hanis is kicking off here. Back to receive. We have Jalen Wilson, Justin Wilkie, and Jace Helfrich. Looks like Waylon Bean is set to kick. He's a tall freshman here on D'hanis. 5x5 split. Here we go. A little pooch kick, little squibbler. That's covered up by Quay Durst. All right, Chase Hawkins fell on that, covered it up real well. Great job, Chase. All right, chance here for the Harper Longhorns with really good field position to see if we can't even tie this up here. 7:14 left in the first quarter. We have twins up on the far side and a single receiver down here.
First and 10 for the Longhorns on the 37.
On the side closest to us. Looks like they're standing a bit of a 5-2. Run by Jace Helfrich right up the gut. Good for about 12. That was a tackle by Juan Banda, junior for the Cowboys, playing free safety. The run game looks real good. You hold on to that ball, keep it going. Looks like same formation. We got tight end and a couple wide receivers. Another option here. Hands off to Jace. Jace is upended, but not after. Gain of 4. We're looking at 2nd and 6. Let's call it 7. Let's call it 6. 2nd and 6 here. We're still sitting here. There's a lot of standing, almost 6 guys standing at the line here. Jace Helfrich right up the middle. It'll be close. Right there. Might be a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short or 1st down. A whole slew of Cowboys making that tackle. Their defenses, they're standing up at about almost a 6-1. It's actually it's pretty creative here. We talked to the coach before the game, and he said they had a little something in store, and it looks like this is it. Braden Lake's first pass is incomplete. A little bit behind the receiver, intended for Justin Wilkie. All right, 4th and 1 here at the plus 41.5 yard line. We got a single wide on each side. Tailback looks like quarterback keeper. That'll be enough 1st down. Upended. Upended by Cassius Herman, 58. That was a good play.
That's good for a Harper 1st down.
That is good for a Harper 1st down. 1st and 10 on the 36 yard line. We got 52 seconds left. Oh, here we got a replay. Look at this. Right up the gut. Chooses to leave his feet. Still gets it. Conley Patton on that tackle. That's a freshman out there. All right. All right. Gain for Helfrich on the carry. Gain for about 4, maybe 5. Let's call it. 2nd and 5 here. Jace is having, looks like he's catching his breath, hands on his hips, but man, that kid can play. We got twins out here closest to us. Looks like a handoff to Jace right up the middle. Whole slew right into that 5-2 defense almost. A lot of people standing. Looks like every single one of their defensive linemen were in on that tackle. And that freshman Waylon Bean is there again. The kid's been everywhere on the defense. All right, let's see what Braden has for us here. 3rd and short. We've been doing great on that run. Let's see what we got going on here. We got twins closest to us with Tate and Wilkie. We got Jalen up top. Here comes a shotgun snap. Braden's going to keep it. Breaks the tackle and manages to gain maybe a yard. Looking at 4th and short here for the Longhorns on maybe the 27-yard line. You know, up the gut, even though they have 5.
.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go Propane.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome back. Hey, those of you on YouTube, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, it's free. It's totally free. You might have to sign in, subscribe. It'll give you updates, but also it'll allow you to comment on there and communicate with all your other Harper Longhorn fans, or in this case, some Cowboy fans. It might not let you comment right away. It might take about a 5-minute buffer, but please subscribe and join us on this journey. Okay, we have Jalen right here who just scored the touchdown. He's going to kick it off. This is two-way football at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful night. The weather cannot get any better. 8-8. Just before, look at this, pooch kick to the right. It's handled by Josiah Rodriguez, and he gains about 15, 16 yards before he's taken down.
Rodriguez on the return for the Cowboys.
All right, we're going to take it back because that was the first touchdown of the year. Let's go ahead and check the replay of this touchdown from Braden Lake to Jalen Wilson. Sponsored by First United. We had trips to the left out here. As you see, he's left-handed. Look at this. This is awesome. Throwing on the run. Jalen catches it and then fights his way into it. That's absolutely incredible. All right, now we're back here live. It's a play-action fake, a bubble route that's dropped by Josiah Rodriguez. Justin Wilkie was there to meet him, so we'll proceed with 2nd down and 10. you know, this young freshman and has really been good out there today. He's been pretty poised and had some pretty good throws under pressure. These defensive linemen for the Harper Longhorns have been doing well, all for that one broken play. Blaine Craig, Josh Dean, and Jacob Gilbert, the sophomore, they have been doing great on the inside there. All right, we have an empty set with a wing on the right side. Quarterback just has to throw it out of bounds. That was great pressure by Chase Hawkins, the senior, and Braden Lake. We have 3rd down and 10 right there on the 50-yard line. Let's see what D'hanis has up their sleeve. Last time they pulled some tricky trips plays. If you're just joining us, it's 8-8. If you're just joining us, it's 8-8 just before the end of the first quarter. It's 3rd and 10 for the D'hanis Cowboys. We got trips out here on the right side. Yep, a little bit of tricky play. Wow, great tackle. Braden Lake grabs his leg, saves a big gain. Joe Reeves was on that carry. That kid is quick for his size. He was about to go. All right, we have 4th down and 6 here. Let's see what the Cowboys have conjured up here. Hey, for those of you that just subscribed, that is great. I think I see 5 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it. All right, we have an empty backfield again. Twins on each side and a wing. Quarterback Evan drops back to pass. Oh, broken up by Tate Garrett. Almost intercepted. That was intended. I believe that was intended for Case Brandon, a tall outside wide receiver. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns. Once again, 8-8. The run up the middle and then outside pass looks like it's been working. Let's see what Coach Zenner has planned for this drive. We have just a few seconds before the end of the first quarter. We can get a break and talk. Let's see what he's got. We have Twins out here closest to us and Tate up top. William Spaeth and Jalen out here. Looks like a handoff to Jace. He's got a little bit of room. Case Braden on the tackle was hogged down. All right, First United replay. It's a handoff to Jace here. He had his blockers. Really, Wilkie and Spaeth were looking good on those blocks. A gain of about 4. We're looking at about 2nd and 6 for the Harper Longhorns. We got 2. We have Spaeth and Wilson out here on the bottom. A lot of play action here. Braden avoids a sack, but he does throw a pick to that freshman, Conley Patton. That was intended for Justin Wilkie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we actually got our clock fixed. This tech crew we got here is absolutely incredible. But that was a pick. That was a pick by a true freshman there, Conley Patton, in his first varsity game. These freshmen for D'hanis, they're really impressive. They really are. All right, Harper, let's see what we got. We have trips down here with a wing, and then it's an empty set. Carter takes a snap in the shotgun, throws it up right over Case Brandon's head. Tate's right there on him. He's been doing a great job over there on that far side at cornerback.
2nd down and 10.
All right, we got 2nd down and 10 here. Coach Kimball away out on the field for this one. Maybe it's a long play. Might be a little something tricky. Heads up, Harper. 2nd and 10 here for the D'hanis Cowboys. Trips again down here with the wing. We got motion to this side. It is a handoff to Josiah Rodriguez. Wow. Absolutely incredible play by Jace Helfrich. Helfrich. What a play. Great tackle. Great tackle by Jace. Gain of 1. We're at 3rd and 9 here at their own 46-yard line. Get it good. This defense has been great all night. This defense has been great for that. Except for that broken play. All right, we got a running clock here. Another empty back. True freshman back here with an empty back. Let's see what these Harper defense has. Looks like we had a blitz off the right side. Oh, just got to him. He just got it away. Great pressure by Hawkins and Lake again. Intended for Case Braden out there on that side. He's a big target. The coach said that he plays both basketball. He's a big-time basketball kid. This Case Brandon out of Cowboys, and also baseball. All right, I think we might have our first punt of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the freshman quarterback is going to be the punter as well. Jalen Wilson back to punt, about to receive the punt. The snap is good. Jalen catches it on the run. They're about the 30-yard line. Makes a few people miss, and he's still going. Runs through another one. Made all the way about to about the 40-yard line. 15-yard run, maybe one or two broken tackles. It's a great play. It looks like that touchdown got his adrenaline going a little bit. All right, on the exchange, we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors. All right, we're going to go for a replay here. Look at this. Missed one, made another one, missed tackle. Ran through one more, and they finally pushed him out of bounds. That was a great run, and he's really feeling it tonight. All right, we have Wilkie and Garrett are up top, and Wilson's here on the bottom. Let's see. I think we had a penalty on the play. Maybe, I didn't see this. It looks like maybe, I don't know, maybe taunting. Maybe Jalen was a little bit hyped up on after that play. It's still 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns. We got a 35-yard line. Clock's running down here at the end of the first quarter. Snaps to Braden Lake, handoff right up the middle, Jace Helfrich. He's free. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think anybody's taking him. Anybody's catching him. All the way down in for the touchdown. Jace Helfrich. That's 6 points for your Harper Longhorns. Absolutely incredible run right up the gut again. These offensive linemen have been creating some holes. This is absolutely exciting here. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. This is a swinging gate. Put a little kink into it, a little bit of flair into this 2A high school football game. Looks like William Spaeth is on the center. We got Braden Lake and Jace Helfrich behind him. Look at this instant replay brought to you by First United. Helfrich really was untouched, maybe a couple touches, but nobody could catch him. High and tight all the way to the goal line and in for 6. And Brandon Lake was in for 2. That conversion is great. Now, the Harper Longhorns lead your D'hanis Cowboys 16-8, scored right before the end of that first quarter. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
Friendship Insurance is Fredericksburg's hometown agency for all your auto, property, and business insurance. Committed to our customers and community, Friendship Insurance represents a number of different carriers to provide great coverage at a competitive price. Give us a call at 830-997-6820 or visit us online at friendship-insurance.com. Friendship Insurance, stepping out to serve you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I think we have over 40 people watching live here. Sorry you couldn't make it to the game. I'll try my best to describe it for you. It's absolutely incredible outside. I don't think you could play football in any better weather. Once again, it is free to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. And a deep kickoff from Jalen. And it goes past him. Ooh, Cannon Zachary, number 11 for D'hanis, actually catches that. He runs to a couple people, runs to another one. He's at the 50-yard line. He breaks another tackle. All right. About a 40-yard return from Cannon Zachary. I think they had a little fire under him for letting that long run by. Once again, it's 16-8 here at the start of the second quarter. Harper Longhorns are up on the D'hanis Cowboys. As I was saying, thanks again for subscribing. It is free, and it allows you to comment and talk with the other watchers and subscribers. So we really appreciate everything.
Some of the best burgers in the state, among other goodies.
We'll be right back here after a word from our sponsors.
Before the walls go up, before the dreams take shape, there's the foundation. It's where strength comes from, where every inch matters, where hard work begins before the sun even rises. It's not just pouring concrete, it's building trust. We treat every foundation as if it were our own. Because when you start solid, you build for generations. Vineyard Concrete Construction.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're following us from D'hanis or from Harper, we really appreciate you here in this pilot season, but also this pilot game. Harper Longhorns just scored there right before the end of the first quarter to make it 16-8 on a long run from Jace Helfrich. The offensive line for Harper is really doing a great job on that young D'hanis front, even though they're stacking 5 and 6 guys up there. And let me tell you, this atmosphere is absolutely incredible.
15-yard penalty called against the Longhorns. D'hanis will have it 1st and 10 at the Harper.
Okay, so we're hearing a 15-yard penalty. That was against the Longhorns. That puts D'hanis in super positive territory here on the plus 25 going in. Don't know what it is. If I figure it out, if we hear back, we'll let you know. We have twins stacked down here. Oh, coach is trying to get an explanation here. All right. Coach Zender seems to be fine with it. We got twins stacked out here, closest to you for D'hanis. We have an inside handoff to Joe Ruiz. He's turned back in by Jace Helfrich again, but it looks like there's a flag on the play. Maybe holding.
Helfrich and others in on the stop for the Longhorns right now. Holding called against D'hanis.
Yeah, 21 there, man. It's a little bit of a two-way deal, but he's playing incredible on both sides of the ball here. He is the starting quarterback and also the starting middle linebacker there right on your screen. It's pretty special from a pretty special kid. All right, they did move him back a little bit. It will be 1st and 20 on the 35-yard line. It was holding there as they run to the right. All right, we have Big Case Brandon down here on the bottom. A 2-back set. We have Josiah Rodriguez stacking behind him as well. Snap to the freshman QB, and it's an inside toss to Joe Ruiz. And he's tackled once again by Braden Lake. That kid is everywhere on the inside, absolutely everywhere. We got 2nd down. It's a gain of 0 here, a gain of maybe 1. We have a 2nd and 20, 2nd and 19. All right, they're ready. they're ready. They're coming out. We have the trips down here on the left, and then we're motioning to the trips. It's a play action pass, screen pass out there on the top side. It's that freshman again, Waylon Bean, from his classmate, Evan Kraft, for a pretty hefty gain, right about 14, 15 yards. Pretty good play on that screen. We got about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. All right, we'll see what D'hanis has here. We have twins on each side of the ball. We have the wing on the left side. Evan Kraft, true freshman, here on in the back. Ooh, a little bit of movement, and then we got some falls.
Offsides the call against Harper.
All right, looks like offsides, and that'll give the Cowboys a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 there at the 15-yard line for the Cowboys. Might have done a different snap count there. It looked like his hands were going a little bit different, a little bit of movement there. Twins down here, shotgun snap, handoff to Connor Zachary, and he is mauled by Jacob Gilbert. Gain of just a couple on the play. Looking at 2nd, 7, 2nd and 8. We'll see here if the Longhorns can stop them here. This is a pretty good test here. The whole playbook's not open as they're getting pretty close to the end zone. But on the 2nd and 3rd down and long, D'hanis has done some tricky things. Look like we have quads down here to the left side. Last time they threw a screenplay out here. It's a quarterback keeper to the right, a naked bootleg. He makes one guy miss, and William Spaeth on the open field tackle. Great tackle by William Spaeth. And Damian Fain came in there to close it up. It was a great open field tackle. I mean, that's what you want from your free safety. We got a 3rd down and 9. Once again, when they've got to these middle and long situations, they have done a little bit, opened the playbook up a little bit to some trickier plays. So we'll see what the Cowboys have up. This Harper defense has done a great job of bending, not breaking, so we'll see what they have. We have twins on each side with the empty set with the quarterback. The quarterback is hit. Wow, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, we were so close. Quarterback was almost hit there and caused him to throw it short almost for an interception. We'll have 4th and 10 here for the Cowboys. Looks like they're going for it. The score is 16-8. Your Harper Longhorns with 8:43 left in the 2nd quarter. All right, we have a wing on the left side and Caden and Josiah here on the bottom for the Cowboys. Snap comes to Evan. Post right up the middle. Spaeth gets a hand on it and almost picks it off. William Spaeth with a great hands-on play. Josiah Smith was the intended receiver. It'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10. Harper Longhorns. Let's cut to the replay. Drop back here. He's going to cut back to the middle on a post. They thought it. William almost had that. Right back to him. It was a great eyes. Great follow. Great follow up with those hands for William. All right. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns on the 15-yard line. Let's see. This is the longest they've had. The quote-unquote worst field position they've had so far, but we'll see what they can do. Snap goes to Braden Lake. He hands to Jace Helfrich right up the middle. The Cowboys swarm him.
Helfrich on the carry for the Longhorns. Ethan Mutz in on the stop for D'hanis. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
like Ethan Mutz and Brandon Bermia on that tackle. Here we go. We're at 2nd and 9. We got Twins out here to the bottom, Twins up to the top. Braden takes a snap. It's a quick throw to Jalen Wright. Looks like he's just short of the first down. About a gain of 8 yards for Jalen Wilson. A good catch and run. Looks like all stops. 3rd and 1. We're hurrying up. Brady got him to the line. Looks like another quick pass. That is complete. Tate Garrett for a gain of 4 or 5. It'll be 1st down. We're going fast now, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Tate Garrett. Well, just incomplete at William Spaeth's feet. We'll see if that incompletion slows them down a little bit or if they're going to continue with it. They're going to continue with the hurry up. Test these Cowboys, see how this young squad can handle the hurry up offense. Same positions. You have Wilkie and Garrett up top, and you have Jalen, Wilson, and William Spaeth here at the bottom. Jace Helfrich there. Quarterback keeper in the empty.
Brandon Lake on the carry. Short game. Zachary.
Now for a word from Cordially Invited.
Your day, your story. Book Cordially Invited to capture your moments that matter.
Welcome back. We knew there was going to be a conversation there. That's why we ran that ad for y'all today. All right, we'll get back up to the line. We have a... Is it a 4th? There we go. Let's get back to 3rd down. About a 3rd and 6 here, not a 4th down, and that's what stopped that play there. Brings in the shotgun with Jace Helfrich back. Twins out to each side. They've been running them quick, these Longhorns. Braden catches it. Pass to William Spaeth is a catch. Fights through a tackle. Hold. They're on him again. I think they might be taking advantage of these young kids in the communication. Brandon Lake on the keeper on the outside really got bottled up. Kanan Zachary got him, really pushed him out, wasn't able to get let go. We got a 2nd and 10 here. Same formation.
2nd down and 10.
It's like a pass play. Pass is complete to Jalen Wilson. Stays in bounds, sheds a tackle, and is finally taken down by Josiah Rodriguez for the Cowboys. That's good enough for a Harper Longhorn. 1st down. We are staying in the hurry-up offense. Seems to put a little bit of pressure on these young Cowboys. Lake drops back, hits a Jalen Wilson on a slant for a gain of 20 yards. That is a Harper Longhorn 1st down. Braden Lake is controlling this offense down this field. He is zinging it left and right. Here he's looking to his left. Hits Wilkie on the out route. Wilkie's going to avoid a couple, run over another one, run through one more, and he's in for the Harper Longhorn touchdown. What a play. What a play. Justin Wilkie on that razzle-dazzle. He looked like a train running through that Cowboy defense. We're going to try the swinging gate here again. That's the first United replay. Now watch this. Catch on a simple out route. That's 1. That's 2. That's run over another one. That's run through another one. Broke through an arm tackle into the end zone. That's pretty impressive by the senior, Justin Wilkie. Kick is back up, and for the first kick of the year, Jalen Wilson puts an a center cut extra point to put Harper up 23-8 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the second quarter. And let's have a word from one of our sponsors.
In the Texas Hill Country, no two properties or people are alike.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. And you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg. Local experts.
Trusted results.
Run by him. It is 23-8, and Harper is kicking off as the light is dimming here in Harper, Texas. The atmosphere is absolutely electric here. Case Brandon on the reception. He goes up the middle and cuts it out right. Does break through an arm tackle. And then gets tackled by Jace Helfrich. That kid is all over the place.
On the return for the D'hanis Cowboys, brought down by
Up to the 35.
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day. Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Born pride.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
That was Case Braden shaking up on the play. He did return it, broke a couple tackles, but then was taken down, and I misspoke. That tackle was Travis Warmund, and he let him have it after that. That was a good feature there by a young sophomore. That was a good tackle. All right, down 23-8. The Cowboys are on the minus 44-yard line going in. Here we go. The snap, and that snap is kind of bobbled between the freshman QB and Joe Ruiz. He does fall onto it. Kraft does recover it. It'll be for a loss of 4 yards. So we're looking at about 2nd and 14.
loss of 4, second down and 14.
Here we go. We got tripped down to the left as a shotgun snap to the empty quarterback, Evan Kraft. He rolls out to his right, throws right before he gets out of bounds. He does throw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Cowboys. Really, there's been a lot of pressure from these defensive linemen. Actually, really the front 7 of the Harper Longhorns. Blaine Craig, Josh Dean, Jacob Gilbert. Him right there on your screen has been all over the place. That's a young sophomore, Jacob Gilbert. That kid is playing his heart out there on the left side. Trips on our left side. Shotgun. Snap to Kraft. He's dropping back, straight back. Throws it. That pass is intended for Josiah Rodriguez. Is incomplete, goes right through his hands.
Durst in there defensively for the Longhorns.
Quade Durst
4th down and 14.
was in on that stop. Welcome to the party, Quade. Great job. Oh, to finish out, highlighting that front 7 for the Harper Longhorns, besides that broken play, they really haven't allowed anything. Jace Helfrich, Brandon Lake, Taven Pickens, and Chase Hawkins, that second line. Well, we got another flag here. Okay, it looked like a targeting or maybe led with the helmet. Looked like 15 yards, and that'll result for a first down for the Cowboys. If we find out the number, we'll let y'all know. All right, we got Twins down here on the right, a couple in the back. That's a handoff to Joe Ruiz. Brandon Lake on the tackle with the rest of that front seven. I tell you what, this Harper front seven, 5 juniors, a senior, and a sophomore, they are looking great this game so far tonight. All right, 2 backs. We got the wing back on the right. We got Twins down here on the side. Shotgun snap. It's Connor Zachary right up the middle. Looked like maybe the ball was coming out. Maybe. He was able to hold on to it. Maybe a gain of 3 or 4. We do have a third and short, third and medium, about a 3rd and 5. On the plus 40-yard line, whole playbook's opened up here. Look for something tricky here from the new Cowboy coach. Whole playbook's open. Twins out here on the top. Twins here. Maybe they switched. Harper looks ready. They're down and ready. They're set. We got an inside blitz. He gets to him, and Kraft has to just throw it away down here to the bottom. Pass is incomplete. Jace Helfrich came in on that cross blitz right up the A-gap and got to the quarterback. All right, it'll be 4th and 5 for the Cowboys going in. We have trips on the right, maybe some trips on the right, single back in the backfield. Got a throw out to the right intended for Josiah Rodriguez. That is incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns. And we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Security State Bank and Trust is service.
Growing. Connected.
Strong. Reliable. Local. Personal. Inspiring.
Committed.
Accommodating.
Adaptable.
Caring. Welcoming. Community. Family.
Security State Bank and Trust, helping build communities we call home since 1941. Member FDIC.
Well,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, just missed a 10, maybe 11-yard quarterback keeper by Braden Lake. That's good for a Harper Longhorn first down. That was a quarterback keeper. All right, if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 23-8 with just over 3 minutes left. We have Jace Helfrich on another up-the-gut run. He's all over the place. He cuts back twice. He's on the left side, makes another man miss. Finally brought down by Josiah Rodriguez. Jace Helfrich has been everywhere. He was running. I thought he was gone there for a second. Great run by number 0, Jace Helfrich. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed yet to Longhorn.Live, please click that subscribe button. It is free. You might have to sign in, but that is also free. You can talk to all of our viewers, the Cowboys or the Longhorns, on there, and gives you alerts. There you go, right on the screen. Like, share, you can even comment. All right, we have Twins down here after that long Jace run. Lake rolls to his right. And an incomplete, intended for William Spaeth. broken up by Josiah Rodriguez, hobbling up off the pass breakup. Really a nice play by the cornerback. All right, it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. Once again, folks, thank y'all so much for watching on here. Whether you're in D'hanis or you're in Harper, or if you're somewhere else watching a family member, we really appreciate you. All right, Braden Lake is back in the shotgun. Shotgun snap. We have a pass up the gut. That is picked off and is being returned by Juan Banda for the Cowboys. That was intended for William Spaeth, and a return of about 15-20 yards. Taken down by Taven Pickens to stop that return in its tracks. All right, so we'll flip the field and get the Harper Longhorn defense back up here. See if we can't create a turnover here in negative territory for these guys.
1st and 10 to D'hanis at the 30-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 for D'hanis, down 8-23 with just 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second quarter. We got a 2-by-2 set here, and a freshman at the bottom and a freshman at the helm. Freshman takes the snap. Evan Carter is tripped up by the front. Blaine, Josh, and Gilbert. These kids have been hustling all night. That front three for the Harper Longhorns been doing a great job. Gain of maybe 1 or 2. Looks like it's 2-minute warning. And we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the timeout at 2nd and 9, there is not a 2-minute warning in high school. Evan Carter throws a screen pass out to Waylon Bean. That freshman breaks a couple tackles and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, got banged up a little bit. That's a tough kid. That's a freshman playing in his first varsity game, getting some screen passes. That's both scary and exciting at the same time. I'll tell you what, this Harper defense has been stingy this game. This front seven has been stingy, and anytime the DBs have been called on, they have broken up that pass. We have trips down here, closest to you. Empty set, trips, 3 receivers down here and 2 receivers up top. Harper Longhorn look like they're coming. What's the freshman going to do? Looks like coach calls a timeout. Timeout, Cowboys. And we will have a now word from Friendship Insurance.
Friendship Insurance, stepping out to serve you.
Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see how many we have. We have 42 of y'all watching. Thank you so much to every single one of y'all. We have, how many subscribers are we have? I want to give a shout out to my brother Jack for spotting tonight and running the Longhorn Live page for me here. Shout out to the tech team as well. We have Sergio and Connor. These guys have brought these awesome film, the production, and also these awesome replays. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Cowboys after a timeout. We have trips out here closest to us, headed by Joe Ruiz. Kraft takes the snap out of the shotgun. Chase Hawkins is chasing after him. A crafty throw broken up by Justin Wilkie, and that is incomplete. It's a great play. He was right on it, right on his hip, and had great timing. You know, as a DB, you want to land right when that ball hits the receiver's hands, and that's exactly what Wilkie did. It was a great job, Wilkie. Here we go. First United with this replay. Watch here, number 12, right here on the middle of your screen. Look, he's breaking, times it absolutely perfect. Boom. Great play, incomplete, forces a punt. We have Jalen Wilson back to return this punt. Only the 2nd punt, I believe, of the night. A couple freshmen running around. Looks like they have to call another timeout. Timeout, Cowboys. We will be right back with a word from one of our sponsors.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Vineyard Concrete Construction, Real Estate Advisory Team, Joseph Financial Partners, and by Security State Bank and Trust.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was a punt from Kraft. Fielded, one hop fielded by Jalen Wilson, really for no gain after they blow the whistle. I thought I saw a flag by the main referee out there. Let's check it. It looks like holding on the Longhorns. We'll push us back 10 yards. 8 with 43 seconds left in the half. If you aren't here, we appreciate you joining us, but if you are here, you can see that this night is absolutely magisterial. The night is just coming in. It looks absolutely magisterial. All right. 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns on the 30-yard line. We have Jalen Wilson and William Spate down here, the twins. And twins up top with Wilkie and Garrett. Shotgun snap goes to Lake. Jalen goes out of bounds. Does a great job, gain of 5, maybe 6. 2nd and 5, we're going that hurry-up offense. You know, last time this hurry-up offense really got to this Cowboys defense, so we'll see what Lake can produce now. Shotgun snap's taken. It's a good pass, dropped by William Spaeth on the slant. It does stop the clock. We have 3rd down and 6 with 34 seconds left. Let's see if we can get some points here before the end of the half. If you're just joining us, Harper Longhorns are up 23-8 versus the Cowboys. 3rd and 6 on their own 35-yard line. 2 set back. Lake gets the snap. He's going to throw it deep to Jalen. Incomplete. Intended for Jalen Wilson. He had 3 Cowboys on him. It'll bring up 4th down and 6. Looks like we're bringing out the punt team. It'll be 4th down and 6. Up 23-8 with 27 seconds left. Coach Zenner calls a timeout. We will be right back after a word from one of our sponsors.
when joint pain or injury threatens to slow you down, you deserve care that moves with you. At Texas Hill Country Orthopedics, we care for active families, student athletes, and weekend warriors with fellowship-trained expertise. From regenerative stem cell therapy to total joint replacement, we're here to help get you back to what matters. Now offering advanced surgical care at Legion Hill Country Surgery Center right here in Fredericksburg. World-class care right here at home.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Welcome back. It's 4th and 6. Jalen Wilson's going to punt. Dribble ball to him. He's going to run. He takes off. He makes 1-2 guys miss. He gets the first down, and he's still going. Looks like he stayed in bounds. Gain of about 20 yards on the fumbled snap for the punt. That is good enough for a Harper Longhorn first down. So we have 16 seconds here. Fresh set of downs. Just about 50 yards to go. Watch this replay. Rumbles up. He does catch it off the ground here. Outruns one, makes one guy miss, runs through another guy. Runs through 3 or 4 more. All right, we have first down. This will be the last play of the half here. Lake drops back. Throws it to Wilkie. Pass is broken up by Josiah Rodriguez. And that'll put us into halftime. The Harper Longhorns up 23-8 on the D'hanis Cowboys. Harper Longhorns will be receiving in the second half. And here's what's coming up next on Fbg.Live and also Longhorn.Live coming up next. All right, on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hill Country Historical Foundation, September 5th. And then our next home game is El Dorado, September 26th. So we have 3 away games, and then we're back here at home. Up next, at away, Harper has Sabinal. And up next for D'hanis, we have Jean Paul, and they do go there. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining us for the first time, thank you so much. I want to tell you something. My name is Brad Fawcett, and I am part of a very football family, and this 2A atmosphere has been absolutely incredible tonight, but also the fact that we have live YouTube and live replays is something that not everybody gets to see their hometown players play. So we really appreciate every single one of you, especially hitting that subscribe button. It is free, and you can get all the sort of updates that you need. So once again, Harper's up 23-8 against the D'hanis Cowboys, and we will be right back after word from our sponsors.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
Friendship Insurance is Fredericksburg's hometown agency for all your auto, property, and business insurance. Committed to our customers and community, Friendship Insurance represents a number of different carriers to provide great coverage at a competitive price. Give us a call at 830-997-6820 or visit us online at friendship-insurance.com. Friendship Insurance, stepping out to serve you.
Before the walls go up, before the dreams take shape, there's the foundation. It's where strength comes from, where every inch matters, where hard work begins before the sun even rises. It's not just pouring concrete, it's building trust. We treat every foundation as if it were our own. Because when you start solid, you build for generations. Vineyard Concrete Construction.
Hey, welcome back. If you're just joining us, wanted to give you a little bit of a review. The score is 23-8. Harper Longhorns over D'hanis Cowboys. Here in front of you, we will have the D'hanis Cowboy Band. So anyways, going to catch you up to speed on how the score got this way. The first score, the Cowboys actually scored first, led by their freshman quarterback. He threw a 50-yard touchdown pass to Case Braden. And then the Harper Longhorns, Triple J's, had the next 3 touchdowns. It was Braden Lake to Jalen Wilson, and then on a pass play, about 20 yards, and then we had a 50-yard run from Jace Helrick right up the gut, and then there at the end, we had an awesome run by Justin Wilkie. About 6 D'hanis players touched him in the vicinity, and made the score 23-8. Like I said a little bit earlier, this is pretty neat for us to be able to offer this, so we really appreciate all the sponsors and all of y'all watching us. Sometimes you can't get to the game, so we want to bring as much of the game to you as we can. So thank you again for listening and watching. D'hanis is with a new coach this year for the first time in the last just over about 20 years. They had the same coach, and he died this past year, and so they have a new young head coach at the helm, Chance, and he is 30 years old, and he is looking to take this team to the next level. He has a undefeated freshman class that just came in. They're undefeated in 8th grade, and they believe that that's the future, and it's evident by all the plays that we have seen tonight, from the quarterback to the receivers. Jack just brought up a good point. Chance Barlow is his name, the head coach. He actually was coached by the late coach that just died, and so it's a pretty full circle deal for him. And it's an emotional game, and it is a close game, a lot closer than last year. Last year was a bit of a blowout, and this year we have they've made a game of it. Only down 2 scores. Really, the story of the game for the Harper Longhorns has been the run up the middle, and then that defense, and really on both of those, the offense and the defensive linemen have been absolutely incredible. The defensive line, those front 7 really, Jace, Braden, Taven, Chase, Jacob, Josh, and Blaine there in the trench. They have been stopped. They've stopped everything. They stopped every sort of run, and then that secondary, really, they only had one breakdown. You'll see early on the game here. you'll see this is the first play of the game, first play of the Longhorn season. Braden Lake, you know, he sets the tone. Another run up the gut. This is what it was the whole first half. Those offensive linemen were dominating those Cowboys, and those Cowboys, the defense that they've been running, they were 4, 5, and sometimes 6 standing there at the line. So it truly was incredible job by those offensive linemen. Here's the rollout here. Looks like the touchdown pass, a catch from Jalen, and then he gets in with a little bit of hustle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this, these are your highlights. There's the 50-yard run from Jace Helrich. After he got through that first and second row, he was off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. Here's a great pass breakup by William Spaeth. You know, the DBs, when they've been called upon tonight, they really have come through. They had one breakdown early, but since then, early on in the first quarter, they've really tightened up that defense. Great pass breakup, and then a great catch. You know, it just shows you the two-way capabilities of William Spaeth. You know, he's a good kid and a good player. He's a good athlete. Jalen Wilson, you know, he really went on a run there after that touchdown. Really got a little adrenaline in his body and got it going. And let me tell you, this play right here is my favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is absolutely incredible, man. I love that play. That's my favorite play of that first half. This was that fake punt for a gain of at least 35, 40 yards for the first down on a fumbled snap on the punt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring it to you. If you're coming in from D'hanis, are we going to get a little bit of the band, or are they done? They did a great job. They did a great job. I know we didn't get a chance to get the audio on that band, but they did a great job. Looks like a lot of people are clapping for them out there. As we transfer the Cowboy band off and your Harper Longhorn band coming on, I had a chance to go to the pep rally this morning, and it was pretty hyped up. It was a whiteout there in that gym, and the cheerleaders, football players, the band, the volleyball team, the cross-country team, they were all cheering out there. We had kindergarten, K through 12 here in that new gym, and it was absolutely electric. If you get a chance, come on out to one of those. All right, I'll be quiet, see if we can't hear a little bit from the award-winning Harper Mighty Longhorn Harper High School Band.
Drum majors this year is senior Katarina Credit, junior Macy Long, and then sophomore Kyle Kripicka. Band members of the week, Kinsey Woolsey and Jake Heflin. So rookies of the week is Charlene Warman and Colby Whiteman. Sixth of the week is the alto sax. This evening, the Harper Mighty Longhorn Band will be presenting their portion of the year 2025 show Siren Song.
Let's roll. Ew, Brian. Okay, don't say hi to me then, bro. Oh, hi, Brian.
Now our Longhorn color guard will perform their routine to pop hits and blow. Everyone get on your feet for the Harper Fight Zone! The Harper Mighty Longhorn Band is under the direction of Miss Sarah Rose and Mr. Pregame. Our color guard instructor is Jessica Weimerheimer, and our drum ensemble is Miss Kim Long.
In the Texas Hill Country, no two properties or people are alike.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. And you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg. Local experts.
Trusted results.
Back them up to the 35.
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Born pride.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
First, we live in Texas, and then we live in the best part of Texas. And we're kind of a keep it simple bank, quite frankly. It's just do the little things, do what's right, care about your people, care about your customers. Try to go above and beyond, and it's not big grandiose things, it's little things. And we think it's important to know what's going on in the community and being part of it and giving back. That's what a community banker does.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the first ever live stream on Longhorn.Live. Your Harper Longhorns are up 23-8 versus the D'hanis Cowboys. We had an early touchdown from the Cowboys. Passing touchdown off broken coverage, followed up by a passing touchdown of our own and 2 runs that are pretty incredible. Harper is set to receive the kick. We have Jace, Jalen, and Justin. Back deep to receive. Those 3 are the 3 that have the 3 touchdowns tonight. So we'll see who's going to get the next one. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys are set to kick off. And the kick is another squib. Let's go through the first line, down to the second line. That is Garrett Ressman covering up Marcus Hernandez. Marcus, great job covering that ball up, and welcome to the game. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns. We'll see what they do. There, that first half, they had them on the ropes. Whenever they went no huddle on the ball. We'll see if they do that or if they're going to test the line like they did all the other plays in that first half. All right, we have Twins up at the top with Tate Parker here down at the bottom. Handoff up the middle to Jason. Oh, leaks it out to the right side, cuts back up the middle, and he's taken down by Cannon Zachary. That kid has been everywhere for the Cowboys today. Banged up a little bit, but he has been everywhere. All right, he's gaining about 4 or 5 yards. About 4, second and 6. Braden Lake here, has plenty of options here. He can run, he can pass it. The front line is doing great. We'll see if they run it or not. Braden pulls it himself, and he's going to take off. Jukes one guy. Great block by Tate Garrett, and then tackled by the entire D'hanis secondary. Really a great run, a great read there. That's a great read option. Brandon Lake, he's shown about everything there. He's shown his legs. He's shown his prowess on the reads, and then he's thrown it to his right and to his left. So we are going to get a First United replay here. Check this read. Oh, reads it. Ah, beautiful. Right up the middle, and then leaks out to the right a little bit. Runs through one. A couple more arm tackles, and everybody's in on the gang. All right, we have 1st down and 10 here at the plus 40. He does hand it off to Jace right up the gut. He goes about 8-9 yards before getting touched. I'm telling you, this front O-line for the Harper Longhorns has been doing work tonight. I think those Cowboys are getting a little bit tired, but they've been doing as best as they can. They have up 5, 6 guys on the line. There's another 1st down. It's 1st down and 10 here on the 28-yard line. We got Twins up top. Jalen Wilson down here on the bottom by himself. There's a quarterback keeper. Lake's hopping around. Finds an opening. Gets tackle. Ooh, he breaks another tackle. Stiff arms another. He's barely taken down, but he is pushed out of bounds. These Harper Longhorns have come to play here in this second half. I think they had a little bit of a pep talk here. There's a little bit of juice left in them.
Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
All right, it's a gain of 6 there for Brandon Lake on the quarterback keeper. Bounce it out here to the left. We have 2nd and 6 here for your Harper Longhorns, dressed in green. I absolutely love these jerseys. We got Twins up top here. Tate Parker on the bottom. Looks like an inside handoff to Justin Wilkie. This kid been running hard all day. He knocks another helmet. It looks like it's good enough for a 1st down. That is good enough for a Harper Longhorn 1st down.
That's good for Harper, 1st down.
Zenner and these coaches looks like they've been really focusing on these linemen, both front and both the O-line and the D-line. Really showing a lot of work that they must have been put in this summertime. Another read option here for Lake. He fakes it to Justin Wilkie, gets bottled up. Maybe a gain of a couple there on the keeper. You know, these D'hanis Cowboys, they are young, but they do have a lot of size to them. Some of these kids in the front, they are some big kids. A little bit of hands on the hips. Looks like got a little bit of tiredness coming. All right. 2nd and goal here from the 7-8 yard line. Whole playbook's open here. We'll see what the Longhorns choose to play here. We got 2 backs. Wilkie on his left. Hawkins on his right. It's a stretch play here on the right side.
Justin Wilkie on the carry.
Yeah, it's a great tackle. Cannon Zachary there for the Cowboys. Absolutely incredible. That kid is all over the place. Wilkie still gets positive yards. We got 3rd and goal here, about the 6 yard line. We'll see what Lake conjures up here. Here's a replay here before this first one. All right, you'll see Wilkie. You know, he has to fight through this tackle. It's actually, you know, that's a great open field tackle right there. We got a fumble on the snap. Brandon Lake picks it up, and he manages to get just a few. It'll be a 4th and 5, 4th and goal from the 5. Really, that was a good save there from Lake after fumbling the snap. A little bit of a low snap. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Harper Longhorns are coming out the half and have driven all the way down the field. It's a timeout by the Longhorns. Coach is going to talk. Coach is going to talk this 4th down. And we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
DR Welding and Construction is proud to serve the Texas Hill Country as your premier choice for metal building construction. We use high-quality, American-made materials and take pride in precise, detailed workmanship on every project. From carports and horse barns to barns with living quarters, equipment sheds, and airplane hangars, we build it to last. Call DR Welding and Construction today, and let's get started on your build.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, if you're just joining us, Harper Longhorns are on 4th and goal on the 5 yard line. Looks like it's a replay. He does hand it off to Jason Fritch, and they do, Jason Fritch and Helfrich, and they do stop him. So it's a great stop for the young Cowboys over there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 3 yard line for the Cowboys. It'd be a great test for these Harper Longhorns. And also a great test for these young Cowboys backed up against their own goal line like this. We'll see if we bring any heat. We have in some critical situations brought some heat before, so we'll see what happens here. Maybe we'll bring heat right up the middle here. Anyways, everybody that is here and watching, thank you so much for watching. Score is 23-8 here with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left. All right, from his own end zone, the freshman, Evan Kraft, hands it off to Cannon Zachary for maybe a gain of 3, trying to get a little breathing room to open up that playbook a little bit.
Helfrich on the stop for the Longhorns. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Jace Helfrich again. He on offense and defense. I'm telling you, these Harper kids have been flying around here. This is pretty awesome to watch here. Okay, we got twins stacked up top, and we have the freshmen down here at the bottom. They did gain a couple. They're going to try to gain a couple more, open up that playbook a little bit more. Cannon Zachary on the carry. taken down by Taven Pickens. You know, he's part of that front seven of the Harper Longhorns. They have been incredible tonight. Third down and 3. Third down and short. You know, you can pass, you can run. We'll see what their coach, Chance Barlow, does. You know, he's a young kid. Maybe he's got a little trick up his sleeve here. Got a young coach and some young players that have played their hearts out tonight. We got twins on each side. Big play here in the third quarter with the Cowboys down 8-23. It's a quarterback keeper, designed quarterback keeper. Absolutely pulled down by Jace Helfrich. I believe that was by his face mask. But that was a designed quarterback keeper for a freshman quarterback. You know, that I am pretty impressed. You know, that bodes a lot of confidence for a young Cowboy team. That's a pretty gutsy call for a freshman. Maybe looked to be a horse collar. That's why he got jerked back so bad. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty, and we will. Yes, that's at least a 15-yard penalty. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A lot of breathing space. Playbook's opened up. They have twins down here. Cannon in the backfield. Kraft at QB in the shotgun. He does hand it off to Cannon. He breaks through that initial line and gets tackled by William Spaeth. You know, William Spaeth has filled that gap there on that right side quite a few times tonight. It's been impressive. Here's a good run by Zachary. Got him about 7-8. So we're looking at 2nd and 2 here for the Cowboys. Let's see what this Harper defense is made up. It's been a lot of bend and not break. You know, except for one play, they've been absolutely incredible tonight. So we'll see what they got. Another inside handoff, balled up by Taven Pickens. You know, that front seven again, they've been doing absolutely incredible tonight.
Gain of 3, that's good for D'hanis first down.
All right, 1st and 10. It was enough for a first down. Kraft barely avoids Hawkins. Looks like he might have been held. He flew out there, flew right by that left tackle there. He threw it incomplete. Let's take a look.
Holding is the call against D'hanis.
Yeah, just barely got that jersey right there. You know, when Brandon Lake, quarterback to quarterback, says hello, and they're at the end of the ball game. Maybe we'll see you next year. A couple of young quarterbacks battling. One's a junior, one's a freshman. This has been a pretty neat game, if you like football anyways. Blaine Gregg came out for a play or two, and he's back in the game. You know, that's a big kid out there. 62 up there on that right DN position. All right, that did push him back. It is now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Kraft gets a snap and does a little flip to Joe Ruiz, number 1 there, and it is bottled up by 7 Longhorns. All 7 of that front were all on him. You know, Joe Ruiz has been he's been battling just behind the trenches there, and for the Cowboys, he's been battling tonight. He's had a lot of hustle, and he's looked really good, really quick, right there in that wing position. All right, that brings up, you know, maybe a loss of a half yard, no gain. Right about 2nd and 20. All right, 2nd and 20. We'll see if they're going to look to get a little bit of yards. Looks like a call a timeout. All right, the Cowboys call a timeout. Cowboys call a timeout. And we now a word from our Fredericksburg Standard radio post.
Fredericksburg Standard Radio Post, serving Gillespie County since 1888.
All right, so to bring you up to speed, if you are just joining us, I want to thank you so much. My name is Brad Fawcett, and we are here with Longhorn.Live. We have 3 cameras on the field. We have a producer. We have an instant replay guy. I want to thank my brother for coming down from Odessa, Texas. We have watchers, Jack Fawcett. We have watchers from all over the world right now. We have someone, I believe, that tuned in all the way from Costa Rica watching your Harper Longhorns. So we want to thank everybody for watching, and really thank you for the champions, our sponsors that allow this, because this is absolutely incredible to have for a 2A football. There are 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. It is 23-8. We have second and about 21 yards for the Cowboys. We got an empty back. Wing T3 down here trips. We got a pump fake, maybe a pump and go, but the pressure's there. The quarterback's running. Oh, eating up. Braden Lake, Taven Piggins, Chase Hawkins, Travis Mormon. Man, these guys, this front 7. I'll tell you what, if they keep it up, they're gonna earn a title. They're gonna earn a title here. This front 7's been absolutely incredible. All right, it's third down now. He did gain a 2 or 3. Third down, about 18 yards. We got a single back set with a wing on the left side. Fake handoff. Quarterback, he's just keeping it. That quarterback is quick. Kraft, that's a freshman. He does get maybe a gain of 5 or 6. Doesn't look like there's any penalties on the play. William Spaeth again. Anything on that right side, William has done a great job at jaying to that ball. Looks like it's 4th and 12. It doesn't look like a punt here, down 23-8. Here with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. So a lot of bend don't break here for the Harper Longhorns on defense. We're going to see if this is another instance of it. See if we can stop them here on 4th down. Kraft, the freshman, is in the shotgun with 2 backs. Looks like coach is going to talk this over with his quarterback and his team. We have a timeout by the Cowboys, and we will be right back with a word from our champions or sponsors.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Vineyard Concrete Construction, Real Estate Advisory Team, Joseph Financial Partners, and by Security State Bank and Trust.
All right, after discussing it with his team, I believe the Cowboys are going to go ahead and punt this. 4th and 12. They are punting it. A little low, a little left. It goes out of bounds for about a 25-yard punt. Longhorns will take over on their own 43-yard line with a minute 38 left in the third quarter, up 23-8 versus the D'hanis Cowboys. The story, if y'all are just joining us, really the story of this game has been the O-line and the D-line for the Harper Longhorns. Up the middle and creating pressure on the quarterback has been absolutely outstanding today. Here we go. Brandon Lake's back at the helm, and we are 1st and 10. It's a handoff to Jace Helfrich, and he is leveled by Cannon Zachary again. It seems to be that you get to that second level, and there's Cannon Zachary. That kid is all over the place. It's been a pleasure to watch him. All right, 2nd down and 3. Jace Helfrich, you know, he has been really not even touched until he reaches that second level because of this O-line. Once again, shout out to these guys. These guys in the trenches have been incredible tonight. We have trips down here, a little bit different look. This is great. Maybe we see a little bit of a pass. We do. It's incomplete. It was a forward pass, so it is not a fumble. Now, if he drops a little bit further back and maybe he's not out of the shotgun and he does throw it backwards, that would be a fumble, and that is that's when you see everybody piling up and everybody diving on the ball. So that is an incomplete pass. It's right called, and we are going to push on no huddle, cause them a little bit of pressure here to 3rd down. Brandon Lake, a quick out. That is complete to Tate Garrett for about 7 yards. That is a Harper Longhorn 1st down. Every time, well, I want to say the majority of the time that they have gone no huddle, they have done really well tonight, including those quick passes, those quick hitches, and those bubble screens. Let's have a replay here. 3rd and 5, got a quick hitch on the outside. Great ball location, great catch. 1st down, moves the sticks. Get to the next play. Great job. All right, back to it. We have a read, and it's actually a screen play to Justin Wilkie. He has some room in front of him. Great blocks. Oh, my goodness. Taven Pickens with the pancake, and Justin Wilkie takes it 47 yards for the touchdown, for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Absolutely incredible play. This kid is fun to watch. I hope we get a replay here because you will have to watch number 50, Taven Pickens. This is what you dream about when you are an offensive lineman. Please watch this kid. If we can find him, number 50, he's out here. Here he is in the middle. He's hunting. He's hunting. These kids hunt all year. Look at this. Push, push, squish. Oh, that's got to feel good. That's got to feel good when you have the support like that. Justin Wilkie finishes it like he knows he can. And we might have a flag on the play. Did they take it back? Holding. Goodness gracious. Looks like we're going to have to do it again. I tell you what, folks, we're going to keep that on the highlight tape. That was too fun, and that was absolutely incredible. But back to reality, we have a 1st and 5 here after the holding call at the 40-yard line. Fumbled snap. Braden picks it up. Jace is out front blocking for him. We got another. He cuts it back behind him. We got another long run, ladies and gentlemen. Can the freshman catch him? No, he cannot. 41-yard scamper on a fumbled snap. For number 21, Braden Lake. That is a Harper Longhorn touchdown. Hey, that is back-to-back incredible plays. That is absolutely insane. Let's take a look at this. Hey, the fumble snap, he gets his knee off the ground. Look at Jace. Realize it. He's leading, blocking for him. Look at this. Look at everybody. Everybody's blocking for him. And he says, you know what, quarterback or not, I'm going to take this thing in for a touchdown. Man, these kids have got to have a little bit of adrenaline running through them. Back-to-back 41-yard touchdown plays. That is amazing. And I tell you what, that does to the old adage of the ball doesn't lie there. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That is a lot of fun, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get to see back-to-back 40-yard touchdowns in varsity high school football sports very often. They start with the swinging gate, Harper, and then we go in for the extra point. Jalen Wilson's kick is up, and it is center cut and good. That puts your Harper Longhorns up 30-8 over the D'hanis Cowboys. I'll tell you what, you know, D'hanis has been battling all day. The constant and the persistence of the downfield blocking from these front linemen of the Harper Longhorns and the outside receivers has really been impressive. I tell you what, it is something cool to see in week 1. Normally, those outside guys, you come back, you work hard for the summer, and you kind of forget, maybe I forgot how to block. But I tell you what, every single one of these Longhorns has been blocking all night. I want to overemphasize that. That is super cool to see. It's something that if you have a big run, you kind of look at what was the root cause, and that is the downfield blocking. Absolutely incredible to see this early on in the season because you don't normally see it this early on in the season. Pretty promising here from Zenner's Longhorns. The score is now 30-8. It was the end of the quarter, so we are entering the 4th quarter up 30-8. So we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
When joint pain or injury threatens to slow you down, you deserve care that moves with you. At Texas Hill Country Orthopedics, we care for active families, student athletes, and weekend warriors with fellowship-trained expertise. From regenerative stem cell therapy to total joint replacement, we're here to help get you back to what matters. Now offering advanced surgical care at Legion Hill Country Surgery Center right here in Fredericksburg. World-class care right here at home.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just missed the kickoff. It was about a 15-20 yard return by Cannon Zachary, and he was taken down by Connor Lindley. And as we were running down, and as the Longhorns were running down the field, they had some adrenaline going. They were pushing guys everywhere. Jalen Wilson kicks it off. Thank you for this replay. Look at this. These kids are flying back everywhere. Wow. Gage Spurney sheds his guy. All right, we're live here. Handoff up the middle. Cannon Zachary is running with a vengeance. Tackle down.
Zachary on the carry for the Cowboys.
Tackled down by Travis Warmond. You know, every time he's been in the game, he has made it worth it. He has done his best to make that tackle, and he has. I think that's at least the 3rd time he's made a tackle. There's a great run. Looks like Cannon is a little fired up. It's 1st down and 10 for the Cowboys on the plus 44-yard line. It means they're going in. They have a stacked trips in tight there. Kraft's at the quarterback in the shotgun position, single back. He hands it off to Cannon Zachary again, and that's another 9 yards. That kid's running hard. He said it's not over till it's over. Zachary has some heart to him. He really does. He has some heart to him. All right, it's 2nd and 2, maybe 3. These Harper Longhorns, I tell you what, I know their coaches want them to buckle down here. They want this front 7. They want to show them that we're the real deal. All right, we have quads out here to the left. Quads means 4 receivers all the way out here. They got to have one on the line here. Last few times they'd been throwing it back here on the bubble, and the other time was a naked run up top. Another naked quarterback keeper. Absolutely eaten up. Look at him again. Travis Warmond again. Open field tackle on the crafty freshman. You know, that was absolutely incredible. That's what you teach in 2-a-days. Maybe they did a little open field tackling practice out there. Maybe. But Travis Warmond has made a play when his number was called. Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. He has no help on the outside. The quarterback, that's a naked boot. What a great open field tackle. Travis Warmond, what a tackle, man. That kid has been a tackling machine. All right, we have 3rd and about 5 here. Entire playbook's open. They're going for it, so they got 2 downs here. Another one. Yeah, looks like the Cowboys have called their last timeout. Yep, Cowboys called their last timeout, and we will be right back from a word from one of our champions.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Vineyard Concrete Construction, Real Estate Advisory Team, Joseph Financial Partners, and by Security State Bank and Trust.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3rd down and 4 for the Cowboys. We've got a stack down here on the bottom. That's just a handoff to Cannon Zachary, and he gets it. He is running with some attitude here in this 4th quarter. Really right after that kickoff, he has been running. To catch you up, I want to say thank you all for joining us here. If you're on YouTube, on Longhorn.Live, thank you so much for joining us. If you would on YouTube, hey, hit that subscribe button. That way you get updates, dings, you know, just as today, hey, we're 30 minutes late. You'll get that notice. Please subscribe, give you, 5-minute delay, and then you can start commenting and say how proud you are of your family out here. But it's 30-8 with about 9 minutes, 2 seconds left, and it's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys right on their 31-yard line. We got a pass from Kraft, and he's scrambling back there, and he wisely throws it out of bounds. I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Longhorns are back there busting through this offensive line of the Cowboys. 6 of the 7, the other 5 there are in coverage. Absolutely incredible display of hustle by these guys in the trench. Offense, defensive line. I'm so impressed. All right, Longhorns are set here. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking pretty stout. We have twins here at the top. Empty back set for the quarterback, for the freshman quarterback Kraft. He drops back. It's a quick release, quick throw by Josiah Rodriguez. That's a catch and a 1st down. I think that was a little glimpse of what that young kid can do on that quick release. That was a quick drop and a quick release. That looked really good. That was a great run and catch and resulted in a 1st down for the Cowboys. If you're here or maybe in the background, you can hear this Harper band trying to get this defense fired up. Handoff straight up the gut to Cannon Zachary. And that kid's running hard. Another 5-6. William Spaeth again on the stop. Anything to that right side, anything to his side, he's somewhere touching that jersey. Looks like we have a player down. Oh, let's see. We'll be right back after this.
Friendship Insurance is Fredericksburg's hometown agency for all your auto, property, and business insurance. Committed to our customers and community, Friendship Insurance represents a number of different carriers to provide great coverage at a competitive price. Give us a call at 830-997-6820 or visit us online at friendship-insurance.com. Friendship Insurance, stepping out to serve you.
Before the walls go up, before the dreams take shape, there's the foundation. It's where strength comes from, where every inch matters, where hard work begins before the sun even rises. It's not just pouring concrete, it's building trust. We treat every foundation as if it were our own. Because when you start solid, you build for generations. Vineyard Concrete Construction.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After that slight injury, we had a D lineman down. He looks to be okay. Was helped off the field after that tackle.
Zachary on the carry.
Cannon Zachary again on the carry, running hard, but that front 7 of Harper bottled him up. Just a friendly reminder, we are not allowed to show injury replays here due to UIL, so if we cut away from something, that is why. Otherwise, we will bring you everything we can here on Longhorn.Live. Once again, thank you so much for joining. Okay, we have trips up here to the top. Last time, they rolled the quarterback out to the naked side, so we'll see if he's coming to the left. Oh, it's just a run to Zachary, straight up the gut. 3rd down and about 4, and we might go to a measurement. We might have a measurement for the first time this year. Let's see it. Nope, 1st down. Head referee gives him a 1st down. That's 1st down. And, yeah. 1st down and 10 on the 11-yard line for the Cowboys. That Cannon Zachary has been running hard today. Right up the middle to Cannon Zachary again.
Cannon Zachary for D'hanis.
Maybe a few on the play, about 4 or 5. Yep, again. If you are just joining us, we have had 1 throwing touchdown and 3 rushing touchdowns to make it your Harper Longhorns 30 and your D'hanis Cowboys 8. The Cowboys are driving. Here it is 2nd and 6 on the 7-yard line. We got a single back there with Kraft, the quarterback. That's a quarterback keeper. Woo! That would be a pick by Justin Wilkie. That's a pick. Justin Wilkie in the end zone for your Harper Longhorns. Looked like that was a run pass option here. All right, here's a replay. Let's take a look. Okay, he reads it. He's going to throw it, reads the release. Wilkie recovers, high points the ball, and makes a great catch. Man, this kid, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He has been, 1 touchdown. He has been playing his heart out here, especially in the second half. Wow, that'll change a game. That's a lot of momentum right there, a lot of momentum killer there, especially for a young Cowboy team. That's tough. We'll see how they respond, how that defense responds. But it's time for the Harper Longhorns. You know, it's a little bit later in the game. First game, been a little bit tired. Let's see how we do. Lake takes a snap. Fumbles a snap, recovers it pretty well. He's going to look downfield and throw to Justin Wilkie. Broken play might turn out. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's got 1 guy to beat. Let me scan him for flags, ladies and gentlemen. That is a Harper Longhorn touchdown. 80-yard touchdown pass from Brandon Lake to Justin Wilkie on a fumble snap. Braden picks it up. He must play baseball. I think he does. He must play baseball. He picked it up. Rolled to his left. He's left-handed. Threw it to Justin. Justin took it from there. This kid is pulsing. Caught it 10 yards and ran the next 70. How about that for 2A football? Interception on 1 play, 80-yard touchdown on the next. I'd say that's pretty neat. All right, going for the extra point here. Jalen Wilson to kick. Looks like a low kick. Might have came off the bottom, but he's touched in. Does that count? Oh, does not count. But the extra point is blocked, so the score will remain Harper 36 and the D'hanis Cowboys 8. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Justin Wilkie was responsible for those last 2 plays all by himself. A little help from Justin and a little help from Braden Lake on the throw, but absolutely incredible. We had a pick on 1 and then a touchdown on the next. Hey, we'll be right back with a word up from our sponsors.
In the Texas Hill Country, no two properties or people are alike.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. And you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg, local experts.
Trusted results.
Ken and Zachary on the return. Marcus Hernandez in on the stop for the Longhorns. Zachary got it all the way back up to the 40-yard line. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you are just joining us, the Harper Longhorns are up 36-8 in the fourth quarter versus the D'hanis Cowboys. And Justin Wilkie just intercepted it in the end zone and then took a 10-yard pass play and took it 80 yards for the touchdown. The Cowboys are in a split formation, running Ken and Zachary up the gut. He bounces out to the right, and that kid is running hard. Pushed out by a Garrett Ressman for the Harper Longhorns. That is good enough for a D'hanis Cowboy first down. I don't know if you can hear it here through the mic, ladies and gentlemen, but this Harper band is bumping right now. They're feeling the atmosphere. They're feeling the momentum. Let's see if this defense can respond. We have the freshman quarterback, Evan Kraft, here at the shotgun position with Ken and Zachary. He does hand it off to Zachary again, but that front seven eats them up again. Fogel, Bermea, Fogel, Dean, Craig, Gilbert, Lake, Pickens, Helfrich, Hawkins. Man, those kids in that front seven have been awesome. We have trips out to the right. Looks like they're doing a little bit of a stack. Oh, stack two up top. Okay, here we go. Last time, a little bit of read option out of this. Maybe they'll read option again. Looks like a delay a game. Ran it. Delay a game. All right, push them back a little bit. 2nd and 11, that'll push them to 2nd and 16. 2nd and 16 on 50-yard line for the Cowboys. Young squad that Chance Barlow has down there in D'hanis. Oh, we needed to reset that clock. Take it back. It is 2nd and 11 still for the Cowboys. We did not reset that game clock here, or that play clock. All right, we got trips out here. I think they just switched the play, not stacking the receivers here. Kraft at the quarterback, receives it, hands it right off to Zachary up the gut. Got to that second level, but Gage Spurney tripped him up just a couple feet in, but he fell for an extra couple yards. Gain of about 8. We're looking at third and 4, third and 5 here. All right. Quarterback's back in the shotgun. We got the trips down here, but with that wing tee on the left side. It's a run. Run to Cannon. Woo! Wow. Chase Hawkins, what a play. Kept outside leverage and made an open field tackle on one of the best runners we've seen. What a play. All right, look at this. Bringing a replay to you right here. Look at that. Sheds the block, gets off Joe Ruiz, makes the tackle, shows a little bit of emphasis. Absolutely incredible. This front seven has been absolutely fun to watch tonight. If you're just joining us, it's 36-8. Harper Longhorns over the D'hanis Cowboys. A little bit of a pass, a little bit of a... It was 4th and 6, and they decided on a pass over the middle to Joe Ruiz, that wing back, and he caught it. That quarterback looked good on the run. That was a good throw on the run, a good catch by Joe Ruiz. You know, they're battling still. These Cowboys are battling. Looks like we got an injury timeout. Let's go ahead and take a word from our sponsors.
Back them up to the 35.
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day. Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Born pride.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA/SIPC.
Security State Bank and Trust is service.
Growing. Connected.
Strong. Reliable. Local. Personal. Inspiring.
Committed.
Accommodating.
Adaptable.
Caring. Welcoming. Community. Family.
Security State Bank and Trust, helping build communities we call home since 1941. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Was not a serious injury. It looked like maybe a first game cramp. Just getting into the... Oh, wow. Chase Hawkins again, getting in there really quick. Looks like that extra energy, you know, at the end of the game has helped him quite a bit. Yeah, anyway, back to Joe Ruiz. Didn't look like he was seriously injured. Maybe just a cramp here in these first couple games as we get back into shape heading into this 2025 season. Once again, great play by Chase Hawkins off the edge. Kid's playing with a little bit of fire here at the end of the fourth quarter. All right, we have it's second down and roughly 17 here. Quarterback takes it, does hand it off right up the gut to Cannon Zachary. Tackles made by Connor Lindley. You know, like Travis Marmon, every time that kid has his number called, he has made that tackle. Tell you what, it's cool seeing these guys get in on the second string and still make tackles, open field tackles at that. I'm impressed. Harper Longhorns look to have really maybe had a little attitude adjustment here coming into this season. Maybe a little revenge from last season on some of those close games. I don't think they had a timeout. Let's check it out. Well, we'll be back with a word from our sponsors.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
And we're back. Sorry about that. Mic was off. That was a freshman-to-freshman play there. They're getting work. You know, it's 4th down and 15. These kids are doing great. There's a snap to Carter. He tosses it down the middle. Recovery was there from Travis Marmon. You know, that ball hung up in the air just a little bit long enough so that he could get that arm in there. Josiah Rodriguez was the intended receiver. He was a little bit out front, split that coverage, but the closing speed of Marmon really got in there. And that brings up 1st and 10 for the Harper Longhorns. Time to get a little bit of work in. It's 36-8, a minute 5 left in the game. Harper football, it's time to bear down. Yeah, here we go. Plenty of time to get some work in. We got a 2-set back on either side of Justin Lake here, or Braden Lake. And he kneels it down. Looks like this will be the end of it. As the clock ticks down, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining us on YouTube or on Longhorn.Live. We really appreciate every single one of y'all. I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. This is the first time for the camera crew. It's the first time for this producer to be out here. It's the first time for this replay. Connor, Mr. Replay there. And shout out to the camera crew, the production crew, and all the sponsors. We want to thank y'all so much. Hey, we also want to shout out to not only the coaches, but the refs and the chain gang. They did a great job today. We didn't see too many mistakes from them. As time ticks down, 16, 15, 14, everyone comes to the middle. All right, they go to the 50-yard line. The Harper Longhorns 36 and the D'hanis Cowboys 8. As they shake hands, you know, these really proud of these D'hanis Cowboys. They did good. They did good. They're a young team. More than half their team are freshmen. You see a lot of little glimpses out there. A lot of little glimpses. They're going to be a good squad. I want to reiterate how proud I am of those guys in the trenches for our Harper Longhorns. Absolutely impressed by that O-line and that D-line today. Braden Lake did he truly incredible today. I mean, led the helm, led from the no-huddle offense, was in on every tackle. That leading that front seven of the defense was truly impressive. He had two throwing TDs and a 47-yard rushing TD. It was absolutely insane. What a cool game. What a cool first game to be live on YouTube. Once again, we appreciate every single one of you. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. If they're not close, they can still be here and feel a little bit of the excitement, a little bit of the atmosphere, a little bit of the aura that we have here in Harper, Texas. A little bit of a different kind of feeling than last year. So real quick before our post game, let's have a word from our sponsors.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
When joint pain or injury threatens to slow you down, you deserve care that moves with you. At Texas Hill Country Orthopedics, we care for active families, student athletes, and weekend warriors with fellowship-trained expertise. From regenerative stem cell therapy to total joint replacement, we're here to help get you back to what matters. Now offering advanced surgical care at Legion Hill Country Surgery Center right here in Fredericksburg. World-class care right here at home.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still with us, we have a little bit of a post game, and brought to you by Joseph Financial Partners. This is a post game show. I think we have a little bit of a highlight reel for y'all tonight. I want to reiterate a little something here, that this does not happen all around the state of Texas. Shoot, let alone all around the United States. So this is a privilege. This has been a privilege, and I want to maybe give you a little recap of what happened. I want to highlight, hey, look, ending score, as you see on that scoreboard, is 36-8. Harper over the D'hanis Cowboys. The D'hanis Cowboys scored first on a passing play from their freshman, Evan Kraft. This was the first play of the Longhorn season. To me, it really just shows what we're here to do. We're here to set the tone. Braden Lake set the tone early. Jace Helfrich, I mean, he ran up the middle and set the tone. He continued the tone from that first. Oh, look at this. And we're hurdling guys right up the gut. It's absolutely incredible. Once again, look at the line. Every time y'all, as you watch this and you kind of look, watch every time our guys are going up the middle. They get to that second level before they're even touched. Here's the first touchdown of the Harper Longhorn season from Lake to Wilson. It's a great hands catch, and then he gets over the line. It really pumped him up. Here's the second touchdown. Jace Helfrich, 45 yards. Didn't get touched early on. Got a couple touches, second, third level. He was gone, and he did not look back. He ran so hard all game. You know, it wasn't often that the DBs for Harper were called upon, but when they were called upon, they performed. I mean, look at this. This is some of my favorite things about this whole aura of Harper. You got this 2A school. You got on one side, he makes a play, breaks up a pass. The next series, he makes a catch, breaks a tackle. Jalen gets a little bit of adrenaline pumping, makes 3 catches, you know. And not only did he make 2 or 3 catches, had a touchdown pass, had a 40-yard fumbled punt turned into a first down right here. Look at this. Look at this. He also kicks the extra points. Look, whoop. Skirts one, runs over another, runs past a couple others. Absolutely incredible. This kid was fun to watch tonight. Here's another one. Just shows how hard you look. Look at this. He's just working hard. I don't know if Harper was ever tackled on the first guy. I don't think it happened. Jace, he ran hard up the gut all night long. And when Wilkie had his name called, it was fun to watch. He ran hard. And here it is. This is a perfect display of what happened all night. When the front 7 was chasing him, 4 or 5 guys chasing him, and then when the DBs had that was a huge play right here. You know, this whole game, it was just a highlight film. This is absolutely incredible. This is the screen pass. It's going on the highlight film. Look at the pancake by Taven Pickens. Absolutely incredible. The juices are flowing. Controversial hold call here. Brought it back. The very next play, a fumbled snap. Braden Lake, he said, I'm just going to get a couple. by a couple, I mean all 6. He scores a touchdown from 47 yards out after a fumbled snap. Absolutely incredible. Dives in. You know, he's just playing hard, this whole team. This right here, this is so awesome. Travis Warmond, when his number was called every single night. Okay, this is another one. Travis Warmond calls. Boom. Now we got Travis Wilkie play. Picks in the end zone. Had a little momentum. The very next play. I want you to watch this. Fumbled snap, a little bit low. Pass to who? Travis Wilkie. 10 yards. Travis takes it. Excuse me, Justin Wilkie. Justin takes it 70 yards for the touchdown. I cannot tell you how cool this whole game was. A pick on one play. A pick on one play. And an 80-yard bomb on the next play. Absolutely incredible. And just some more of these highlights. Look at this. Sheds a block. Chase Hawkins. Absolutely incredible. Stays outside. Makes a great open field tackle. Look at him again. He's getting after it. I mean, he had a lot. Absolutely incredible. Once again, guys, I just want to thank you for coming and watching the first episode. A lot goes into this. We really appreciate your support. And once again, Harper Longhorns 1-0 going into next week at Sabinal, September 5th. We will not have this at Sabinal, but we will be back in about 4 weeks for this for the next home game. D'hanis falls to 0-1, and their next game is at John Paul next week. We wish the best of luck to that young team. It was a lot of fun to watch them. It was a lot of fun to watch a lot of those glimpses that we saw of why the future for D'hanis is so bright. It really is. They have a lot going for them. Super impressed by all these kids. A lot of hard work. This game, the score was a little lopsided, but what a fun game to watch. We appreciate everybody involved on both sides. Thank you all so much. Brad Fawcett, thank you so much for listening to us here, and y'all have a wonderful night. Be safe out there, and go Longhorns.